All right, goodness, it is Tuesday, and not sure which practice number it is, but we're moving right along. Today was the first day we broke into scout teams. I thought it was very well organized. I got to give credit to the graduate assistant coaches, and even the guys that were on the scout team did a really good job of getting lined up quickly, and they gave us a good look. For day one, it was excellent, and that's not easy to do. You know, I challenged those guys, but they rose to the challenge and did a great job. And that's important because tomorrow, those same guys are going to be Florida A&M when we have our little practice game. And what we'll do is we'll practice pregame warm-up. We'll practice basically the second half of a game, third and fourth quarter. We'll have a normal game clock. We'll have a normal play clock. We will substitute, you know, from third down to a punt team, or third down to a field goal, or a touchdown to an extra point, or, you know, third down to punt block, whatever, you know, we're in. So we're going to transition all of our kicking games. We're going to do our kicking game. I think we're going to tackle to the ground on that, against the scouts. The scouts won't tackle our first team units. And then we'll get every situation and play it as it comes. We'll probably have a lift up there, and have some of the coaches that would go in the booth get up on the lift and try to simulate being upstairs, and then we'll have our headsets on, offense, defense. And the other thing that's, you know, brand new is the offense and the defense will be wearing the same colors. It'll be the first time that we're not, you know, opposing each other. So I enjoy that day a lot, because it's just been, you know, competing all spring, competing all camp, and now we're on the same team.
Mark, you try to manufacture some bad situations too, like some coaches try to throw like crazy calls at guys?
I probably won't do it. Usually I play what happens, and then 2 days later I do a situational scrimmage, which I try to hit those things that don't happen. But there, you know, there might be a time. Let's say offense has got an 8-play drive, defense goes 3 and out. 8-play drive, offense 3 and out. Before you know it, there's 16 plays of offense, only 6 plays of defense. I might, you know, simulate. When FAM has the ball, when the scout team has the ball, you know, I might give them a first down to keep a drive going, or I might, you know, as we're returning a punt, I might say, hey, we fumbled the ball inside, you know, the 20, and have a sudden change. So I might do a little bit of that if the play count gets out of hand. But normally I like to just play whatever shows up.
Mark, as far as open starting jobs, at weak side linebacker, has Jamie done enough with Pinckney out that you look at him as a likely starter, or is that job still completely wide open with those two?
It's still up.
And has Owens done anything more from a context standpoint where he's in the mix at all there?
I'd say he's not likely right now to be a starter, but we just want him to be healthy before he really goes full speed.
So Jamie and Mike at that spot primarily
right
at
now.
this point, yeah.
I'm not saying Owens won't get a crack at it before it's over, but right now that's what it looks like.
With Willis, do you still see him as a part of the rotation of those 5 tackles there?
I hope so. You know, he's still battling. You know, we even the number 2 QB thing, I mean, that's not etched in stone. If somebody spits the bed and does, you know, is not a guy that I feel like a guy can trust, we may roll somebody else in that spot. But you know, we're still competing, but we're getting close.
We saw Willis, I guess, in the scout team jersey, and
yeah,
some of us were surprised just because he said, I know he had a good scrimmage.
Yeah, he did. Well, sometimes one of our issues is just numbers. Mm-hmm. We don't have any D linemen, so we have to rotate guys around to make it work.
Is Sam Bruce okay? We heard that he. You know,
yeah, I just saw him. I think he's fine. He had an allergic reaction to something, and just was kind of getting swelled up in the mouth and throat area. So we wanted to be sure he was okay. I mean, he's fine. It was nothing. It was not a medical emergency, but anytime a guy starts swelling up from some kind of allergic reaction, you got to be careful.
Did Amon look like he was back to full strength?
He's not full speed yet, in my opinion. Partially because he missed some practices, and the other part because it's still bothering him some. But overall, I see him better than he was, you know, 4 or 5 days ago. So hopefully he keeps moving in the right
Michael
direction.
was out there today too, Michael Pinckney.
Yeah, Michael was going full yesterday and today. So I mean, he's back in it.
Was Sam out there at the beginning of practice?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We have an 83 and a 33 that look a lot alike. But he might have been, but I don't think he was. I think we had to go and get him checked by a doctor.
How's Darrell Langham looking right now, Chief?
He's doing all right. He's having some moments. The last few days, he's picked it up, but you know he's just got to show us that he can do it on a consistent basis, just like it's been from the beginning. And it's not just him, but I see a little more energy in his step. I see more execution from him, so he's moving in a good direction. I hope he plays for us, and we don't have enough depth not to play him. But you know, I don't want to play him just because we have to. I want him to play because he's earned it.
Last question, guys. How would you evaluate the third down situations in red zone this month?
Those are always hard because you're going against your own defense. You're not really going against your opponent. We rep it. There's certain things we like in the red zone, offensively and defensively, and that's what we rep. But to really have a true gauge, the proof is going to be in the pudding in a game. But we rep it. We know what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Against our defense, as we're offensively, I've really in the passing game we've covered everything but red zone. So that's the next thing. Excuse me, third downs and red zone is the next thing we'll be studying today to implement. So I don't know. We'll just have to see how we do in the game. Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
Coach, just so I don't screw